Valentin Imperial Riviera has gotten a lot of buzz the past few years, and for good reason. But is it worth the price tag and your hard-earned money? Hello everyone, it's Vanessa and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my continuing series on things to know before booking. And today we're reviewing the beautiful adults-only all-inclusive Valentin Imperial Resort, looking at all the major categories to consider when booking, their pros and cons, and then giving you my final overall score and verdict on whether I think it's worth your hard-earned money. And for more additional exclusive resort tips and reviews, be sure to follow my Passport Pages travel Instagram, link in the description below. And without further ado, let's jump in. Let's begin with Valentin's location. So first of all, it's a gated property which sits in a section of Riviera Maya called Playa Secreto, or Secret Beach, which is a very lovely area. And I know a lot of travelers have been wary again of traveling to Mexico in recent months. Whether that's warranted or not is another discussion, but definitely a private, peaceful, and attractive area if that's a concern for you. As far as transportation from the airport, they do offer a shuttle through the resort. Just be sure to make the online request at least 48 hours in advance. It was $80 for 2 people for us, but there are many shuttles and taxis that will be cheaper for your 45-minute ride from the airport. And on your ride, you will notice that it starts to get pretty remote the closer you get to the Valentine. So if sightseeing and being near off-site activities and dining is a priority for you, the resort's removed location could be a potential negative. Now let's talk about the 540 rooms, which are all suites and a very good size, beginning with a 516 square foot deluxe junior suites and going up to 2,100 square foot diamond and imperial suites. And they have been renovated in the past 5 to 7 years. It was a very long project, but worth it as the rooms really needed an update. And they turned out really nicely with a Caribbean style that uses natural wood and finishes, big open concept bathrooms with whirlpool tubs and rainfall showers, amenities like Bluetooth speakers, and that's just for the lowest categories. As you go up from there, you get more options like swim-up suites, 2 whirlpool tubs for the diamond category, a personal chef. The room categories here are endless. I personally recommend the Gold Superior King category, as it's a good middle ground. They're on the 3rd floor, you can hear the ocean from your balcony, and even see a tiny sliver of it, as well as a great view of their golden pool. So if you want a nicer stay, but don't want to go crazy and book the very pricey diamond category or anything, I think this is a very good option. I know many guests love the swim-up category, so you can swim in a quieter, more secluded pool, more on their pools later, and you have your own guaranteed loungers right outside your room, so another good option. But if the lazy river isn't a priority for you and you'd prefer not being on the ground floor, I go with a Gold Superior King Suite. So overall, the rooms are definitely a positive. Now let's talk the beach. It's a long and very spacious stretch of sand with plenty of loungers as well as drink service, although it can take a little while to get your drinks if it's a busier day. So that's the good news. Bad news is you'll see plenty of lifeguards and red flag alerts because the waves here are big, like almost always. You never see guests swimming in above their waist, and even that isn't always an option, and the bottom can be rocky. So if you love swimming in the ocean, something to consider. No bugs, though. I know some viewers have been asking me to add that to my reviews. I'm very sensitive to bites, so I get it. So definitely a plus, and staff is good at keeping both vendors and seaweed at a minimum as well. So overall, while I'd say it's not a bad beach, it could be better. It's basically an okay beach. Satisfactory, but I wouldn't say it's either good or bad enough that it should be a big factor in your booking decision. As far as their pools and activities, there are 2 pools on site. The main pool is near the Aqua Sports Center and has 3 islands and 2 swim-up bars, so a really nice size. The pool is surrounded by cushioned loungers and a lot of activity options here as well. Acrobatic shows, Zumba classes, water aerobics, animation team, plus a hot food option like taco bars and burgers, so you can just spend the day at the pool, which is a better option than the beach in my opinion. And staff is always checking if you need a drink, really on top of of things, and you never have to wait long at all. And then, of course, there's the lazy river pool I was talking about earlier, and that's for Golden Swim Up Junior Suite guests only. And something to note about this one, it doesn't have a current to move you along, so you kind of have to paddle your blue raft a bit to make any progress. And they also have poolside lunch service at this pool as well. I recommend the nachos, very good. Other resort activity options include bike tours, which are probably their most popular option. Guests love them. Tennis, paddleball, a full-service spa, and live music at night from the Imperial Band. They're great, so much fun to dance to, and they really get the crowd into it. And they also have theater performances as well. And while the shows can be a little bit cheesy, they're enjoyable overall, and their circus night is a definite highlight. So pools, activities, and entertainment are a definite pro, one of the stronger all-inclusives in this category. I saved dining for last because I've found a lot of travelers have been using the overall decline of dining quality and value in both resorts and cruises as the measuring stick when making booking decisions, and rightfully so. So a ton of variety with 8 inclusive restaurants and 11 bars. For breakfast, you have Riviera and the main buffet Le Marche as options. These are probably the weakest out of all of them because they tend to be the busiest, but still pretty good. And as a whole, I'd say both the food and service are excellent. Not every dish is perfect. I did see some have their steaks overcooked, but staff immediately rectified the situation every time. So both quality and variety of this property is great. I'd even say excellent on today's scale. But perhaps the most important thing to note is they have an enforced dress code for all restaurants. Very rare these days, so no beachwear, t-shirts, tank tops, obviously bathing suits, and some require long pants and collared shirts for men, so beware before packing. As far as wait times, the longest was about 45 minutes for Riviera. As I said, very busy at breakfast and lunch, but average wait times are about 15 minutes. So dining is a definite highlight, and I'd say if you're on the fence about this place, it's a category that should probably put it over the top. So now let's summarize my thoughts and score this property. Positives include the service, pools, rooms, activities, and entertainment, and especially dining. So it's strong in pretty much all major categories, with some very minor negatives including its isolated location, which some guests might prefer, beach could be better, and it's also a bigger property to get around. Beautiful grounds, though, with little hidden speakers everywhere, playing acoustic music, which is a nice touch, but still a decent amount of walking, so something to be aware of if you have mobility issues. But perhaps the biggest potential negative is the rise in nightly rates the past couple of years, like everywhere. And while it's certainly not on the high end for all-inclusive vacations, it's definitely more than it was even a year ago, beginning between $450 and $600 a night, depending on what season you book, of course. And based on your individual budget and perceived value from all that I've shared, only you can decide if they're worth your hard-earned money. But personally, I give this resort a score of 9 out of 10. So I hope these honest individual resort reviews help you all with your vacation planning. Let me know of any other resorts you'd like to see me do a detailed review of. Like most people, we're not traveling as much as we used to, but I'll always try and do my best for you. And for more reviews, tips, and a peek into our travels, be sure to check out my Passport Pages Travel Instagram, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, guys.